Deconverted Man here. I was thinking about my past and wanting to share a story from when I was in elementary school. Half of the school had paired off on one side of the giant field that we had, and the other half had gathered on the other side. And both sides had a de facto leader, and I had said I was going to be a spy. But I told the other person I was going to be a spy for them and pretend that I was actually a spy for the other people, and actually I'm a spy for them. But although I told that to both leaders, the truth was I was a spy for neither side, for I didn't want to see anyone fight. I told the one that the other had said they were veered to the left, and I told the other they'd say they'd veer to the right. Then the charge came. The two clashed in the middle. Now, of course, no actual fighting was done. It was all in play. This was all for pretend. We were all kids. But my plan for peace hadn't worked. My idea that I could get each side to go a different direction and thus avoid the conflict, even though it was an imagined one, didn't pan out. Neither side veered any direction at all. The hope of peace is something that, for whatever reason, throughout my life, I seem to have had in me or however you want to think about that. I don't know where it came from or why, but the desire that we not have conflicts seems to have always been there for me. And yet I see real conflict happening. People are killing each other in America. Over what? I don't even think that they know what it is anymore. One side is X, the other side is Z, and that side is wrong, and the other side is wrong, and it doesn't seem like anyone is trying to negotiate or talk them down or find a way to bring peace to this insanity. No leaders are stepping forth to sit down and negotiate. No one is backing down or backing away. And more violence is happening. And the peacekeepers, wherever they are not having any impact. Just like I didn't have any impact way back when. But the effort was still necessary. The effort for peace must be something that we attempt, even if it fails. Even if in the end the peacekeeper is the one that loses and there is a conflict, we still need those peacekeepers and peacemakers. We still need those brave few that say no to violence, that say no to nonsensical protest against something that isn't even necessarily a thing. The group identity, the politics, all of this has come to a head. And many are saying that it's the beginning of a civil war. I don't know that it's that bad. I don't know that it's not that either. How would you know who's the enemy? I mean, nobody's wearing uniforms. Who do you know is on your side? How do you know they're on your side? Who's running the show? How is any of this going on? How can any of this be happening? Why is no one doing something to stop it? The hopes of many are being placed on presidents or leaders. I don't know if those are the people to look to. Perhaps it is the simple person that is in this place that can talk to one other person and talk them out of going out in the streets to go protest or riot. That no matter what, staying inside might be the best idea. That maybe slow progress in that way can be made. I wonder how much fear the normal person has in those cities. How scary and terrifying it must be to know that people are getting killed because they were not on the right side of things. Because death is permanent and people are celebrating their kills as if life has no value. The enemy is evil and must be stopped. But there is only one enemy, and the enemy is war. The enemy is hatred. The enemy is lack of nuance and lack of understanding, lack of empathy, lack of attempts to communicate, to sit down and be civil with each other. People are simply angry and are fighting each other for what they do not even know. Will my simple story of the past help in any way with our future? I don't know. Maybe if the right person hears it, maybe if my plea for peace reaches somebody and that somebody is able to pass it on, maybe it will make a difference. My small, quiet plea for reason and logic and for peace in the end might be in vain. History might repeat itself, but this time, both sides, when they clash, will kill each other because this is a real battle and we aren't kids anymore.